Hello and welcome to our house. Thought we'd just talk to you a bit today about what our objectives were when we built this house. So what we wanted to do is we wanted to reduce our carbon footprint, and the second key objective we had is that we wanted the house to be comfortable for us to live in. We looked at a number of things. In fact, our original idea was to build a fully passive house. When we looked into that, we realised it was way too much given we were building a relatively large family home. So we looked at other alternatives, and after we looked at including passive elements such as double glazing of windows and doors in the house, putting additional insulation around the house, and also looking at putting reflective coating on the windows, especially for those windows that were facing north, we realised that we could already do quite a lot. The next thing therefore was, well, what do we do about a carbon footprint? Obviously we weren't going fully passive, so we looked at solar, and solar was a really bit of a no-brainer for us at the end of the day. And we went through a number of facets and when we were designing the house to ensure that we had all the facilities on the roof, so basically that we had no penetrations on the two major sides. We wanted to put solar so we could maximize our solar usage. That was on the north side and the east side. So all the penetrations are basically things that they stick through the roof. So ventilation holes, shafts, your television antenna, all of those things. So we had to work closely with our builder. Now our builder was not one of the major volume builders. It was one of the smaller boutique ones, but still they got a formula to which they build with. This is really how they make money. But we had to work with them, and I think they had to come on a bit of a journey from what they normally do to enable and support us in doing that. Supplementing our solar is a 13 kilowatt Tesla battery that recharges from the solar during the day and powers the house when there isn't any solar production. Bonus feature is the power, as the battery provides power to the specific circuits in the house when electricity went down during the sudden storms in Melbourne. We can also monitor this through the online app. Our heating and cooling system is an electric ducted heating and cooling which predominantly operates without having to import electricity from the grid. Each room is separately zoned and controlled via a sensor and an app. Our hot water system is highly efficient. It's a heat pump, and we use Sandon, which was about the best in the market we could find at the time. And even though this was prior to being pushed by the Victorian government rebate scheme, it was very hard at that stage to get our builder to want to install this, as it was brand new to the industry at the time. We also have an electric car and set up. Given the amount of excess electricity we produce, a portion of this goes into charging our electric car, which we leave plugged in when we're at home. We installed a 3-phase charger that has the ability to charge the car only when there's excess solar. Thus we save on the recurring costs of petrol. Our water tank is 3,000 litres that is used to supply water for all the toilets in the house, as well as water for the external water taps for the gardens and washing the cars. We have a predominantly native and indigenous garden, which once a bit more mature will have minimal watering requirements. Finding a landscaper that had a penchant for native gardens was somewhat of a challenge and a lengthy process. We do grow some herbs that we use for our cooking and planning to put in a wicking bed for these, again to conserve water. There you have it, a quick introduction to our house. And as you can see, it's just a normal family home. In fact, most people wouldn't even know it's different from any other house on the street or any other house in the neighbourhood. Fully electric appliances, no gas at all. This house is just wonderful and meets the goals that we've actually set out to be. We've got double glazed windows, as I said, across everything, and we've got ceiling fans in all the rooms, and we can control each room's temperature individually. This truly does meet exactly what we're hoping to achieve. We'll start again. I hope you enjoyed this video and that it's given you some inspiration to do something similar with your own house. Probably the key lessons are make sure that you've got a clear vision about what you want and be able to articulate those goals to the builder, and don't compromise on those. Especially if you know there are solutions to those things. It may be something that they don't normally do in the way that they construct a house, but they are little things, and generally they're things that you can negotiate quite well and work with them. So don't let that put you off, and just realise that there is another step forward and another way to achieve goals rather than just building purely passive houses. To me, at a cheaper rate and using a slightly different strategy, which is what we've done. So good luck, and I hope you get to enjoy your house as much as we enjoy ours. Thank you very much.